Good evening, I'm Brett Baer. President Obama wants sweeping new regulations to expand renewable energy and limit pollution from coal-fired power plants. One of the people the president listens to on such matters is a lot less subtle, calling for a war on coal. That has Republicans and some coal state Democrats fired up. We'll talk live with West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin in just a moment. First, the president's new plan. Here's Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry.
Clean energy.
Repeatedly wiping sweat from his brow at a sweltering Georgetown University, President Obama flatly declared the planet is warming and issued a call to arms, unveiling a sweeping climate change plan that bypasses Congress, using his executive power to get the Environmental Protection Agency to force tough new regulations on coal-fired power plants.
So the question is not whether we need to act. The overwhelming judgment of science, of chemistry and physics, and millions of measurements has put all that to rest.
Republicans insist the science is not so clear and declare new government red tape will lead to higher energy prices for consumers.
In this economy, the last thing we need to do is to have a national energy tax that will discourage hiring and make energy even more expensive.
Republicans also pounced on what they believe to be the president's real motive today, a so-called war on the coal industry, after an unexpected moment of candor from White House climate advisor Daniel Schrag, director of the Harvard University Center for the Environment. He told the New York Times, quote, politically, the White House is hesitant to say they're having a war on coal. On the other hand, a war on coal is exactly what's needed, infuriating Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell from the coal state of Kentucky.
Declaring a war on coal is tantamount to declaring a war on jobs. It's tantamount to kicking the ladder out from beneath the feet of many Americans struggling in today's economy.
The president insisted another part of his plan, pouring even more taxpayer money into renewable energy technology, will grow the economy while still protecting the environment.
Today we use more clean energy, more renewables and natural gas, which is supporting hundreds of thousands of good jobs.
Republicans note any benefit there could be negated by new regulations wreaking havoc on power plants.
He needs to take his foot off the neck of the energy producers and job creators and allow this important sector of our economy to prosper.
Critics like Senator John Cornyn note carbon emissions dropped more last year in the United States than in any other major industrialized nation, in part due to the sluggish economy, but also because of previous EPA regulations the Obama administration has put in place. Meanwhile, China and Russia are thumbing their noses at the idea of cutting back, increasing their own usage of coal big time, as the Obama administration continues to weigh whether to approve the Keystone XL oil and gas pipeline that would run from Canada down to Texas. Mr. Obama added a new wrinkle today by suggesting he will only approve the pipeline if the studies show it will not increase greenhouse gas emissions.
Allowing the Keystone pipeline to be built requires a finding that doing so would be in our nation's interest. And our national interest will be served only if this project does not significantly exacerbate the problem of carbon pollution.
Now, from the left, independent Senator Bernie Sanders said the president can't just give a speech and then go ahead and approve the pipeline. But TransCanada quickly noted the long 5-year review of this pipeline project has repeatedly found the president's criteria will be met. Brett?
Ed Henry live on the North Lawn.